All right, so this is step 4. I'm going to call this the grow out. And this is the final step before we mix this with soil, right? So there's a few parts to this. This is at least a 3-week to a 1-month process. You can go longer, it doesn't matter, right? But you can't rush this. All right, so what are all these individual parts here? So the vermicompost, there's the 5 gallons of biochar mixed in with this. This is now down to about 25 gallons because it shrinks. Compost is continually being consumed, right? And as I mix this with the wood chip, right, this is going to start being consumed, right? This is being consumed now, but really slow because there's nothing really in here that's been invited in to eat this, right? But that's what this is going to start to do. So this is the life that's going to go into the soil. So the biology that's in here are aerobic, meaning they survive in and thrive in an air-rich environment, an oxygen-rich environment. We're going to have the 10 gallons of sand, which is going to let air flow through this material a lot easier. And then we have the extreme example of the pond mud. So this is 10 gallons of that. And this is the opposite of the vermicompost. So this is anaerobic. And a real easy way to tell the difference between these things is when you're going through the vermicompost, you stir this up, it's like a nice smell, almost a sweet smell, right? An earthy smell. And this is not that. This smells terrible, right? It has a manure like odor because it's down at the bottom of a pond. There's no air down there. And so that biology survives and thrives in a very low oxygen environment. So there's different biology in this than there is in this. And so I'm going to mix these things all together to try to get that maximum amount of diversity to help break this down and put life into my soil. And that's the same thing that's in here. The only difference on this one is this is oak leaves. I make a lot of recipes using shredded cardboard for the same kind of reason, right? This is going to be easy for the biology to break down, right? And this is a lot more dense. But shredded cardboard and the leaves, that's pretty easy for the biology to work on. This now is everything dumped out. All you do is pick it up with a shovel, move it over one. Once I do that to all of them, then I pick it up with a shovel and I move it back over one. So each of these now have been turned once to the pool to the left and turn them all back, one pool to the right. I get a final turn as they move from their mixing pools here into their resting pools, those little guys.